It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Tuesday, November 22nd. I'm James Spann. Another frigid morning, but a pleasant afternoon today. A little light rain tomorrow, a more significant rain event or two next week. And what about Thanksgiving and the Iron Bowl? It's a busy time of the year, so let's dive in and talk about things. Here's the water vapor satellite view early this morning as this day begins. Got a trough west of the state coming out of the Rockies. Subtropical jet stream is over Texas, where they'll see some active weather today and tonight. And for us, a very dry and cold air mass. Now look at Birmingham, 46. That is the classic urban heat island. That's why data from these bigger cities, it's awfully skewed. You can see everybody in the surrounding spots are below freezing. It's 26 in Gadsden. But again, little variations in wind in the urban heat island could play a big difference. But that's an example of why this is not a one-number place. Tuscaloosa 31, Anniston 31. But everybody warms up into the mid to upper 60s today. Should be very comfortable. Around the nation, very cold in the east. You can see that tongue of warm air coming up through the Great Plains in advance of our storm system. There's the watch warning map, winter weather advisories for some spots up north and out west. Note some parts of Colorado and Utah under winter storm warnings. And yeah, look at this. Severe weather possible later today and tonight over parts of Texas and southeast Oklahoma with that new storm. But we're dry today. And then tomorrow, general thunder possible over parts of north and west Alabama, but no severe weather expected. Tomorrow's event is not going to bring a lot of rain. It should be fairly light, but this is the next 7 days, valid through Tuesday morning of next week, and it's good to see those shades of blue creeping in here. Up there in the northwestern corner of the state, that's rain amounts of about 1.25 inches, 3/4 to 1 inch for Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, lighter amounts down to the south and east. And again, the bigger rains will come next week. There's a very active pattern sets up here, as you'll see. Tropical weather. The Atlantic Basin very quiet, except for Tropical Storm Otto. That's just off the coast of Panama, way down in the southwest Caribbean. Top wind 60 miles an hour. It's not moving. Ultimately, it drifts over towards Central America and comes in near the coast of Costa Rica and Nicaragua Thursday, and then emerges out into the eastern Pacific over the weekend. But obviously, it's not going to have an impact on the United States. So model fans, you see 3 big waves, one rotating off the upper coast, the new short wave coming into Texas and Oklahoma, and the third approaching the Pacific Northwest. Down below that, new storm forms west of the state, a surface low about 1,000 millibars over Kansas. Snow for Colorado and Wyoming. Trailing band of storms becomes active along the front east of I-35, down through parts of East Oklahoma, East Texas. And again, those storms could pack a punch. But for us, we're dry. And again, upper 60s are likely today. Tomorrow, the surface low weakens a little bit as it moves up towards St. Louis. And a band of showers and storms down through Memphis, North Mississippi, creeping in here. It'll arrive tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. This is the high-res NAM. It's 6 o'clock, and it's not very bullish on big rain. In fact, the models have all backed off a little bit on the QPF output with this thing tomorrow. We've been talking about a 1/4 inch. Unfortunately, now it looks like we'll have to talk about maybe 1/10 inch or less. This is the QPF off the NAM. The grays, that's under 1/10 inch. The greens, that's over 1/10 inch. So this is not going to be a big rain event, but understand we got to take baby steps here. Here's the QPF coming off the GFS for the event tomorrow. Pretty much the same. The gray is, again, under 1/10 inch. This is printing 0.2 inch for Tuscaloosa. And this is not going to make any difference in the drought. But anything we can get in the ground might help our friends in the Forestry Commission to not just prevent maybe some new wildfires from popping up on Thanksgiving Day. Speaking of Thanksgiving, we might start the day with clouds during the morning, and then the sky becomes partly sunny during the day. I'd say the high will be around 70 on Thanksgiving afternoon, so it should be a very comfortable day. And maybe a few isolated showers down in South Alabama below that surface boundary, but even there, most places will be dry. Black Friday, looking good, mostly sunny. The high will be around 70. Iron Bowl Saturday, a new surface high drops in. Temperatures cool off about 8 degrees. The high will be in the low 60s. Just a beautiful day for the football game. The kickoff temperature should be around 62 in Tuscaloosa, then dropping back in the 50s by the fourth quarter. Sunday, we're dry. The high will be in the upper 60s. The sky will be sunny. We note that new surface low developing across the Great Plains. This is Monday. Now, this run of the GFS holds the rain just north and west of here, and this is Tuesday, a week from today. And wow, very complex trough setting up west of the state. We have a broad southwest flow aloft, and that's what you're looking for if you're looking for rain. And Tuesday, a very deep surface low is approaching Detroit, 983 millibars, with rain and storms moving in here. Let's check the European. This is Monday, and you can see while the GFS is dry, the European is wet, and the European has performed better in the medium range, and we're going to leave rain in the forecast for Monday based on this. And this is Tuesday off the European. That looks wet and maybe stormy. And surface low just north of the state, and there will be a little instability involved. And this is our fall severe weather season. So we'll have to watch out for any strong storms with this thing early next week. And obviously, there's some differences in the timing and the placement of the features, and we can't really pin that down now 7 days in advance. But clearly, somewhere in that Monday, Tuesday time frame, the weather could be active with rain and maybe some strong storms. We'll go to the end of the forecast period. This is Thursday of next week, December 1st. And again, very active pattern across the country. Heights are below average. The GFS depicts a surface low down around Mobile, and that night, the next day it moves on to the northeast, but that would be another rain event out there toward the end of next week. And this is suggesting maybe some snow flurries into Tennessee and maybe the Tennessee Valley of North Alabama on the backside of that thing. Wow. This is the 10-day precipitation expected coming off the European model for north central Alabama. Rain amounts there between 1.5 and 3 inches. Check the new guidance off the European ensemble that carries us into early January. This is through January 6th, and the ensemble mean is down there at the bottom. The top, those are the 50 members of the ensemble, but the mean is about 8 inches. So again, the signs are there for a very active December. And we'll need all of that, but 8 inches will sure help. Numbers, you can see they fluctuate a good bit, a lot of ups and downs. If you average everything out, those numbers pretty close to where you ought to be for this time of the year. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.